Hello, dear friend. Take a slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to soften. Let your arms sink gently into your bed or chair. Feel the weight of your body become heavier. Let every tiny muscle in your face relax. Release the day's worries and drift into the quiet of this moment. Because tonight, you've arrived at a story woven from the ancient, moonlit corridors of Cordoba. A tale told in whispers for your dreams alone. You're safe here. You are warm, wrapped in soft blankets or cozy pajamas. There's nothing you need to do, no tasks waiting, no expectations. Just you, your breath, and the slow rhythm of this gentle story. With each word, you'll sink deeper into comfort, and every sound will draw you closer to sleep. Our story tonight begins in the hushed midnight halls of Cordoba's grand library. The year is 972. Moonlight pours through tall, arched windows, painting the cool marble floors with silvery patterns. Outside, the Andalusian night is still. Only the occasional sigh of the warm desert breeze slips through latticed windows, rustling the fragrant jasmine vines that curl up the stone walls. Faintly, a lonely owl calls from the distant gardens, its voice soft and far away. Inside, deep in the labyrinth of the library's private alcoves, a single oil lamp flickers. It casts gentle shadows that dance upon carved bookshelves and ancient tapestries depicting geometric stars and swirling calligraphy. The scent of warm beeswax from the lamp mingles with the earthy aroma of old parchment. There, at a sturdy wooden table, sits our devoted scribe. His robe of deep indigo pools around him like a midnight ocean. His head is bowed over a scroll of creamy vellum, and his hand moves slowly, gracefully, guiding a fine-tipped quill that scratches with a rhythmic, comforting sound. Scritch, scratch, scritch. He is not merely copying words, he is weaving history into ink. The prism appears. Beside the scribe, resting in a small cedar box lined with silk, is a mysterious object, a crystalline prism. Tonight, it waits patiently for its moment to catch the moonlight. It was a gift, long ago, from an Andalusian alchemist who believed that prisms held the power to reveal the hidden voices of light. It is perfectly clear, cold to the touch, and cut with Ramon. As the scribe's hand pauses, he leans back to stretch his weary shoulders. He carefully lifts the prism from its box. The cool crystal feels almost alive between his fingers. He positions it directly in the path of the moonlight spilling through the window. And as the first silver beam touches its surface, the prism splits the moonlight into faint, whispering rainbows that glide silently across the old books and stone walls. The colors are soft, like dreams. A pale blue that reminds you of dawn's first light. A shy green that evokes the rustle of olive leaves in a morning breeze. A fleeting gold, like the last kiss of sunset before night falls completely. The scribe breathes deeply, slowly, inhaling the stillness of midnight, exhaling every restless thought. He gazes at the rainbow's gentle dance across the table, mesmerized. And you, too, can almost see it now. Feel the light, soft and cool, brushing against your cheeks. Hear the faint tink, tink, as the prism settles. Listen to the night's silence wrap around you like a warm blanket. As the colors ripple softly, The scribe recalls the stories whispered among the scholars of Cordoba. How these prisms, carefully ground from rock crystal, were used in secret experiments on the nature of light. How they taught that light was not just a single glow, but a hidden chorus of many colors, patiently waiting to be freed. In a time when many thought light was pure and indivisible, these prisms told a different tale, one of wonder, of complexity, of beauty hidden in plain sight. In this library, the prism became more than glass. It became a key to understanding the world. And tonight, under the hush of ancient stone and star-scattered skies, the scribe shares its secrets with you, dear listener. The moon shifts slowly above Cordoba. The rainbow shimmers across shelves lined with leather-bound tomes in Arabic, Latin, Greek. Each book holds a voice from the past, an echo of minds who gazed at the stars, dreamed of what light could reveal, and wondered what lay beyond the known. Now, breathe in slowly. Feel your belly rise, and exhale with a long, gentle sigh. As you listen to the soft scratch of the quill, the tink, tink of the crystal prism, and the quiet hush of the night breeze sliding through open lattice windows. With every sound, every soft word, you drift deeper into relaxation. Your mind grows quieter, your thoughts slow to a calm, comforting trickle.
The library's whispered legacy. Beyond the scribe's alcove, the grand library stretches into endless shadows. Its columns are crowned with intricate arches, their stonework carved with stars and arabesques that echo the patterns of the night sky. Every breath of wind that slips inside seems to carry a sigh from the past, a ghostly voice of a scholar debating with the silence, a memory of a monk turning pages under candlelight, a secret vow spoken between teacher and student, long forgotten. As the prism scatters moonlight across the shelves, the colors slip through cracks in the old stones, dancing like tiny spirits. They drift over titles penned in ancient hands. They ripple over golden clasps and leather spines worn smooth by centuries of reverent fingers. Each book hums softly, almost imperceptibly, like a sleeping heart. The scribe listens to these faint heartbeats, each one a lullaby of knowledge, of time's patient flow. Imagining the listener's presence, picture yourself there beside the scribe. Feel the coolness of marble under your bare feet. Smell the faint sweetness of aged paper and drifting jasmine. Hear the rhythmic scratching of the quill, slow and deliberate. Let your gaze rest on the rainbow light shimmering across the walls, watching as it fades and glows with each passing cloud above the moon. Your breath matches the quiet pulse of the night. In and out, soft and slow. Your eyelids grow heavier, like velvet curtains closing at the end of a long, gentle day. The secret of the prism. The scribe sets down his quill, hands steady and practiced. He raises the prism higher, letting it catch the moonlight fully. A burst of color spreads across the domed ceiling, washing the ancient stars carved there with ethereal light. The scribe remembers the words of his teacher. To see the truth, you must first break the light. He whispers it aloud for you to hear. His voice is low and comforting, like a warm breeze at midnight. To see the truth, you must first break the light. This prism does not merely split moonbeams, it reveals the quiet harmony hidden within them. A secret known to only a few, kept safe in places like this library, where knowledge slept alongside those who sought it, where light, color, and silence became gateways to understanding. And now, as you rest, this same secret is yours to carry into your dreams. Guiding deeper into rest, let the scribe's soft whispers lull you. Let the rainbow reflections blur gently in your mind. Feel your thoughts floating like feathers on a breeze. Nothing pulls you back to your day. No worries cling to you now. just the quiet rhythm of your breath, the hush of the library, the soft, comforting soundscape of night. A safe, timeless cocoon where you can drift, unburdened and light. Nighttime's gentle embrace. Above the library, the stars wheel slowly across the sky. Constellations watched by thousands of eyes long before yours. Silent witnesses to every story told, every wish made on shooting stars, every dream whispered under midnight skies. The owl calls again, softer now, almost as if it's calling you to sleep. A soft rustle of jasmine vines brushing the old stone outside sounds like the quiet exhale of the earth itself. The moonlight fades and returns as clouds drift lazily past, wrapping you in a slow, steady pulse of light and shadow. With every flicker, you sink deeper. Every breath, a step closer to perfect rest. The final gift of the prism. The scribe's eyelids grow heavy too. His hand rests on the prism one last time, warm against the cool crystal. He breathes in the deep peace of the library, exhales every trace of wakefulness. And in that quiet exhale, he silently thanks the moon for its gift of light, thanks the prism for revealing the secret songs of color, and thanks you, dear listener, for joining him in this midnight vigil. You feel gratitude rise softly in your heart. A gentle warmth that eases every tightness. A sense of wonder that lulls you further into the soft darkness. Your breath slows until it becomes almost imperceptible. A quiet tide of in and out, as your mind floats among rainbow reflections, old books, and endless stars. Closing words, safe, still, and drifting. You are safe here. You are still. You are held by the night, by the soft lull of ancient words and gentle colors. The scribe's whispers grow softer, fading into silence. The library's shadows wrap around you like the arms of a caring friend. And the prism's light becomes a quiet glow in the distance, a lantern guiding you deeper into dreams. Sleep comes easily now, peacefully, naturally. You are ready to drift. And as you do, remember, the night will watch over you, the stars will keep you company, and stories will always be here when you return. The final rainbow dance. The moon rises higher, its light turning from silver to a softer, creamier glow. The prism shivers slightly in the night breeze, and the rainbow arcs shift across the ceiling like delicate ghosts of color. They shimmer across the carved stars overhead, and for a moment, it seems as though the entire library is drifting through the night sky itself. The scribe watches, mesmerized, his breath steady and slow. Your breath mirrors his rhythm. Each inhale brings a sense of quiet wonder. Each exhale releases the last traces of the day's tension. Echoes of knowledge. In the hushed air of the library, old words linger like sweet incense. Voices of scholars who once debated the shapes of the stars, or scribes who spent a lifetime illuminating letters with gold leaf. Their echoes wrap around you, gentle and warm, like a soft blanket of memory. You feel connected not just to the scribe, but to every mind that sought understanding under the same moonlight centuries ago. Your mind begins to drift, images blending together, prisms, stars, and softly rustling parchment, becoming a single glowing dreamscape. Invitation to let go. With the slow scratch of the quill fading into silence, the scribe sets his pen down for the night. He closes his eyes, breathes deeply, and you do the same. Let your shoulders relax a little more. Feel your hands, your feet, growing heavier and softer with every word. Nothing else matters right now but the quiet joy of this story and the gentle darkness around you. The rainbow light fades into soft moonlight. The library's shadows grow deeper, thicker, safer, and you know that you can let go completely. Soothing final reflections. Outside, the owl's call grows more distant, blending with the sigh of the jasmine-scented breeze. Inside, the prism still glows faintly, like a star resting on the table. You hear the final tink, tink, As the prism settles completely, the last rainbow arcs fade into the night, leaving behind only soft, silvery moonbeams pooling across the table and floor. The scribe's whispers become softer than the sound of your own breath. Your heartbeat slows, steady, peaceful. You are floating now, untethered, free. Gentle closure and good night. Remember, you are safe here. This story, these ancient walls, the prism's light, they are here to hold you until the morning. There is no hurry, no noise, no one asking for anything. Just you, the soft breath of the night, and the promise of sweet, healing sleep. Good night, dear dreamer. May your slumber be deep, your dreams colorful and kind. Rest well, and know that when you wake, the story's magic will still be with you, like a warm ember glowing softly in your heart. The silent reverie. As the prism's final colors fade, the scribe leans back into the high-backed chair, its cushions worn but welcoming. You imagine settling beside him, letting the plush velvet cradle your weary frame. With each cycle, your eyelids grow heavier, like petals folding at dusk. The distant owl's call becomes a lullaby, and the jasmine-scented breeze hums a tender refrain. The library grows quieter still, as though the very air holds its breath in reverence for the night's wonder. Feel your breath deepen, matching the scribe's steady inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. In the hush, you hear the gentle clink of the lamp's wick being trimmed, its flame shrinking to a steady dot of gold. The scribe reaches for his quill once more, but instead of parchment, he holds a blank cardum memory card for tonight's vision. He hands it to you, and you imagine the smooth cardstock resting in your palm, its edges perfectly rounded, its surface cool and calming. The walls here are lined with inset lamps, their light golden and reassuring. Each constellation you recognize, the plow, the lion, the maiden, holds a story of its own, yet all are hushed in this moment, as though the sky itself concedes to the night's calm. Each step forward feels gentle, as though gravity has lessened its pull on your body. Let the card's arabesque rest over your heart, a silent guardian. He dips the quill, and you watch as he paints a single, swirling arabesque in gleaming ink, then presses it gently to the cool surface of the card, transferring the design. The courtyard's fountain murmurs nearby murmur. Murmur, a soft hymn carried on ripples of water. Each drop seems to echo through your bones, easing every lingering tension. Shoulders, jaw, spine, legs. Imagine those leaves brushing across your brow, their touch as light as a kiss. This card is his talisman. He says in soft tones you can almost feel against your skin, a token of peace to carry within your dreams. May the olive's whisper and the fountain's murmur be your gentle lullaby. Let history's silent reverie carry you into peaceful dreams. Breathe in the soothing certainty of that gift. Breathe out any lingering wakefulness. Inhale, exhale, and know there is nothing you must do. No thought demands to be chased away. They drift off like petals on the breeze. The journey home, the scribe guides you through a hidden archway that leads from the library into a narrow corridor. You offer your own silent bow, a gesture of gratitude for this shared moment of peace. Footsteps are soft upon the mosaic floor click. Click, yet they resonate in a way that comforts rather than startles. You leave the floating prism behind, its magic now woven into the card in your hand. The corridor curves, and suddenly you stand before a small wooden door engraved with a crescent moon. Pushing it open, you emerge into a sheltered courtyard. A single olive tree grows at its center, its silvery leaves whispering your name in the night breeze. The air here is cooler, tinged with dew fresh and soothing. Marble benches line the walls, worn smooth by centuries of visitors seeking solace. The scribe invites you to sit, and together you gaze upward at the stars sprinkled across the velvet sky. Lie back on the bench if you wish. Feel the marble cool against your back, and the soft carpet of fallen petals on the ground cushioning your body. the whisper of olive leaves. Above you, the olive branches stir, they rustle like a tender voice. Rest, rest. You draw in a gentle breath, savoring the dew's subtle sweetness. In this sheltered haven, time slows to the rhythm of your breathing. A final reflection. The scribe's voice drifts to your ear once more, softer than before. May the prism's light and the library's quiet stay with you, even as you sleep. He bows his head in respect, both to you and to the sanctuary of the night. Gentle closure. Feel yourself drifting, weightless and calm. The courtyard, the library, the prism all blend into a single memory of serenity, a tapestry of silver light and soft sounds. Your breath becomes the only movement, deep, slow, rhythmic. In one final exhale, release any last fragment of wakefulness. And now, you are ready to surrender to sleep. Good night, dear dreamer. Our journey ends here, but the peace we found will linger in your heart. Sleep deeply and awaken refreshed, carrying the prism's secret light into your dreams. And with that, our story concludes. A deeper nightfall, the courtyard where you rest begins to fill with a denser hush, as if even time itself has slowed to honor your drifting mind. The olive tree's leaves rustle like a soft lullaby, each whisper weaving into the tapestry of silence. The moon has climbed higher, its light turning the courtyard's marble tiles into a sea of pale, shifting silver. Above you, constellations stretch across the heavens. Orion's belt, shining steady, Cassiopeia's proud wee, the soft haze of the Milky Way arching overhead like a shimmering bridge. Somewhere, far beyond the library's walls, a wolf howls a low, mournful note that fades into the deep night. He says softly, these halls were filled with students and masters, debating beneath lanterns. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad, the libraries of Cordoba places, where minds met under stars like these. Yet here, the courtyard remains a sanctuary, untouched by any disturbance. Each star seems to pulse in time with your slow, relaxed breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Your eyelids flutter, heavy with dreams. The night air grows cooler, carrying the scent of distant citrus groves. Whispers of lost scholars. Each color feels like a note in a quiet song, lulling your mind into a state between waking and dreaming. Every note seems to drift straight into your chest, slowing your heartbeat until it matches the measured calm of the scribe himself. The scribe begins to speak in a voice so quiet, it's almost part of the breeze. Slowly, like a flower unfurling, a rainbow spreads across the courtyard wall, gentle waves of muted blues, soft greens, warm amber. Long ago, they believed every star had a purpose. Every shimmer of color in the prism told a secret of the universe. You imagine climbing that tower yourself, feeling the night air cool on your cheeks, seeing the moon grow huge and bright as you reach the top. You picture yourself dipping a feathered quill into a bottle that reflects the stars, each drop of ink shimmering like a tiny galaxy. Each night, he climbed a lonely tower with his parchment and quill, catching moonbeams in the glass of his ink bottle. The warmth of your blanket feels like a protective cocoon. There is nothing you must do, nowhere you must go. Your eyes catch titles in Arabic, Latin, Greek names, like Galen, Alhazen, Aristotle, each a piece of the puzzle that once illuminated the world in dark ages. Every soft echo of your footfall carries away thoughts that might disturb your rest. The night is yours, and it holds you gently. He wrote letters so graceful that every curve seemed to glow. And as he worked, the night itself would pause to watch. He gestures for you to sit, and as you do, you sink into the warmth and softness, feeling the fabric embrace you. The scribe opens a large, ancient book, its pages edged with gold leaf. He begins to read not words you understand, but phrases that feel like a lullaby, syllables floating like feathers in the air. The lamps overhead cast a honeyed glow, and the scent of sandalwood drifts from a nearby brazier. The scribe's voice, The rainbows dance. The hush of the library each draws you deeper. Your limbs are heavy, your mind soft and quiet. Listen for the quietest sounds around you. The breeze rustling a single leaf, the almost inaudible sigh of your own breath. Feel your chest rise and fall, your heartbeat growing slower, steadier, softer. You hear the rustle of his robe as he adjusts, the faint crackle of the oil lamp burning low beside him. Each sentence washes over you, erasing any last trace of tension. Each sound deepens your sense of safety, as if you are wrapped in a cocoon of sound and night. And tonight, these secrets drift to you on the wings of sleep. His words flow like warm honey. The scribe closes the book, looks into your eyes with kind understanding, and whispers. They wrote of the heavens, mapped the planets, discovered hidden truths in light and shadow. He pauses, letting the silence settle like soft dust on ancient tomes. He guides you through the courtyard's moonlit archway, back into the grand library. Inside, the rainbow light still dances among rows of books. Shadows sway gently across domed ceilings, etched with golden calligraphy. The prism's rainbow returns. You sense movement at the scribe's table. He has carried the prism out to the courtyard, holding it up so the moonlight catches its perfect facets. You watch the colors dance over the olive leaves, across the carved stones of the courtyard walls, and over the scribe's face, his features lit in shifting hues. As the rainbow shifts, you hear a faint tink, tink. Again, like a music box opening in a forgotten room. Stories written in moonlight. The scribe begins a new tale, his voice a low murmur. There was once a calligrapher who believed the moon, silver light, could bless his ink with wisdom. His words wrap around you like a soft shore, each phrase heavier, softer, warmer than the last. Breath and heartbeat. The scribe grows silent for a moment, letting you drift deeper. With every beat, your muscles melt a little more into the cushion or bed beneath you. Returning to the library, the scribe rises slowly, robes whispering against the marble floor. You pass between towering shelves, each book a silent guardian of ancient knowledge. Every step you take on the cool stone floor deepens your relaxation. Safe among the tomes, the scribe leads you to a reading alcove lined with plush cushions and soft furs. The rainbow from the prism still shimmers across the walls, soft and slow. You hear the slow, musical cadence of a language older than memory itself, an invitation to dream. With every breath, you feel yourself slipping further toward sleep. The prism's final rainbow glows faintly, a promise that dreams will be gentle tonight. Sleep now, dreamer, you are safe. Let the night carry you beyond stars, beyond time. The secret chamber of mirrors. As you settle into the reading alcove, the scribe reaches for an iron key hanging from a leather cord around his neck. His fingers, thin and deft, turn the key in a small, hidden door behind a towering shelf. The door opens with a soft creak, revealing a spiral staircase that descends into darkness lit only by flickering lanterns. The scribe beckons you forward, his robe sweeping over the first step. You follow, feeling the chill of stone against your fingertips as you glide your hand along the wall. A single candle at the center multiplies infinitely in the reflections, its warm flame dancing in hundreds of ghostly copies around you. Each step downward grows cooler, quieter, the air thick with the scent of earth and old stone. When you reach the bottom, you find yourself in a round chamber whose walls are covered with polished brass mirrors. A dance of reflected light. The scribe picks up the prism once more, holding it over the single candle. The flame's glow splits instantly into shimmering rainbows, and the mirrors catch every glint, sending waves of color bouncing in every direction. Red blends into violet, yellow into teal, every hue rolling across the walls like a tide of gentle luminescence. The shifting images hold you in a trance of quiet awe. Thoughts dissolve like mist in the sunlight, leaving only the soft glow of peace behind. He lays a hand against the cool surface, and the reflection ripples like water. For an instant, you see a grand hall of scholars gathered under a ceiling of polished cedar beams, 100 candles burning bright. You spin slowly in place, eyes wide with sleepy wonder, as the lights wrap you in a cocoon of swirling stars. The chamber becomes a universe of floating lights, shifting softly with each breath of air. Your breath deepens, chest rising and falling in the same slow rhythm as the shimmering colors. Your eyes grow heavy as the candlelight dims to a softer glow. Every reflection here is a doorway to stories long past. Each mirror remembers a tale, a face, a secret moment beneath this same moon. The lantern's light flickers through the patterns, sending waves of delicate shadow spiraling up the walls. The chamber becomes a living tapestry of shifting light and dark, each movement a lullaby for your senses. Echoes of the moon. From above, faint strains of night sounds drift down the staircase. The owl's cry, the sigh of wind over tiled rooftops, the subtle creak of wooden shutters swaying in the breeze. Each sound arrives softened by distance, like memories drifting through a dream. The scribe's voice reaches you through the rainbow light, low and steady. Do you know why we called this the Chamber of Mirrors? You lie down, the softness rising to cradle every curve of your body. Soft colors ripple over your closed eyelids, like dreams painting your sleep before it even begins. Outside the window, stars wheel slowly across the sky, time slipping by in hushed heartbeats. Let sleep come like the moon's light silent, slow, and sure. You walk slowly around the chamber, glimpsing your reflection morphing into dozens of shapes, young scribes copying texts by lantern light, old philosophers poring over star charts, children giggling as they chase fireflies. You feel different, softer inside, more at peace. Even your breath seems to pause, hovering in the stillness as your mind floats deeper into the sea of sleep. A memory of scholars. The scribe stops before one tall mirror, its brass frame etched with geometric patterns that dance like lines. You ascend the spiral staircase together, footfalls soft, each step lifting you back toward the library's warmth. The hush of the chamber gives way to the distant melody of a nightingale calling from a cypress tree. You hear their voices in a soft chorus. Seek knowledge as the stars seek the dawn. Let wisdom guide you deeper than fear. Rest your mind, for even thought must sleep. These gentle phrases drift into your ears, warm as blankets, light as feathers. The lantern's blessing. At the center of the chamber, the scribe kneels and lights a second lantern, its glass chimney painted with swirling arabesques. The scribe whispers as he moves the lantern in slow circles. Light is patient. Light forgives the night. Light shows the way home. Each word eases another knot of tension. Each shadow that passes over your closed eyelids draws you deeper into a dreamlike calm. Returning upward, the scribe rises and offers you his hand, firm and comforting. When you step into the library once more, the rainbow prism still glows faintly on the table, the library's hush as deep as before, but now the air seems charged with the blessing of the chamber's ancient mirrors. A place to rest. The scribe gestures to a low couch nestled by a window, piled with plush cushions and woven blankets. The scribe adjusts the prism on the table so its light falls across your resting form. His voice comes one last time, so gentle it seems part of your own thoughts. Let this night carry you beyond worry, beyond time. Final drift. The hush of the library wraps you like a velvet cloak. The distant sounds of night become a steady hum. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to go. Just rest, dear dreamer. The scribe watches over you. The prism guards your dreams. The night enfolds you in peace. The gentle observatory. After settling on the soft couch, you hear the scribe lighting another lantern. He leads you through an arched doorway at the back of the library. Here, a grand brass astrolabe waits, its rings catching moonlight and starlight in dancing reflections. Constellations spin above you, delicate, infinite, timeless, where stone steps wind upward toward the highest tower. Each step echoes softly, a low tap, tap like a heartbeat slowing to rest. You emerge onto a rooftop observatory, open to the night sky. The scribe slowly turns the astrolabe's discs. Each rotation makes a faint metallic click, click, as the stars realign in your mind's eye. He names the constellations in a voice as smooth as flowing ink. Altair, Deneb, Vega. Each name a soft bell, each syllable a lullaby. Breathing with the stars, he invites you to match your breath to the pace of the turning stars. He places the prism over it so the moon's glow shines through the crystal, splashing rainbows across the rippling surface. The moving colors cast tiny, shifting auroras on your face and hands. Inhale as Orion rises. Exhale as the Great Bear slowly dips toward the horizon. Your chest fills with the cool night air and empties of every lingering worry. The night sky stretches farther with every breath. The stars seem closer now, shimmering gently, like lanterns swaying on an endless sea of darkness. Moonlit reflections. The scribe brings a shallow brass bowl of water to the edge of the rooftop. Tonight, let your mind drift like those ancient waters. He whispers. You feel your muscles loosen further with each gentle noise, like a lullaby of life moving quietly beneath the stars. Long ago, scholars watched the stars reflected in still water, believing it helped them see secrets hidden by the night. You watch the prism's lights dance across the bowl's surface, each color a wave of calm washing over your mind. Sounds of the sleeping city. Far below, the city slumbers. Dogs bark softly in the distance. A donkey brays once, then falls silent. You repeat the lines in your mind, letting them echo and soften until they fade into the stars above. The wind sighs through narrow alleys, and somewhere a bell tolls the hour, each note fading slowly into the hush. Every sound becomes part of your breathing, part of the night's slow rhythm. The scribe's ancient poem. The scribe sits beside you, his robe pooling like liquid midnight across the stone. He opens a small leather-bound book and reads softly. Under a sky woven of silver, we drift where dreams dare wander. Through prisms of rainbow light, we rest in the hush of night. His voice is low, melodic, each word curling into the darkness like fragrant smoke. Gentle movements, and there, Draco the dragon, forever circling the North Star. The scribe invites you to lie back on the thick rug spread over the rooftop. He guides you to stretch slowly. Reach your arms overhead with an inhale. Let them fall gently to your sides with an exhale. Flex your toes, and then let them go limp. Each feels like a stepping stone deeper into a tranquil dreamscape. He tucks it gently around your shoulders, his hands steady and warm. The weight of the blanket soothes you, anchors you, makes you feel safe. Roll your shoulders once, and let them sink into comfort. Every movement is slow, like drifting through warm water. Each releases another layer of tension. Constellation stories. Constellations shift imperceptibly, reminding you that time is passing, but there's nowhere you need to go. He points upward. There, Cassiopeia's chair queen of the night sky. His presence is calm, unhurried, eternal. For each constellation, he shares a brief, calming tale. Cassiopeia's pride softened by moonlight. Draco's watchful eyes guarding your dreams. Cygnus the swan gliding across the Milky Way's silver river. The stories are short, soft, barely louder than the breeze. A blanket of stars. The scribe covers you with a thick woolen blanket smelling faintly of lavender. Above you, stars slowly drift across the sky. The slow fade. The rainbow from the prism glows fainter, then fainter still, as if guiding you to let your thoughts drift into darkness. The scribe's final words float like feathers in the night. Rest here, dreamer. Let the moon's glow cradle your heart. Sleep in the arms of the stars. Your breath slows, your heartbeat steadies, your mind grows quieter than the deepest well. Silent promise. The last thing you hear is the soft rustle of the scribe, his robe, as he stands watch beside you. In this place, in this night, you are safe. You are at peace. You are home. The soft closing of the library. As dawn stretches its first pale fingers across the sky, the scribe leads you slowly back through the ancient library's quiet halls. Your footsteps blend with the whisper of turning pages and the soft rustle of parchment. Outside, the world is waking, but here in this quiet sanctuary, the calm remains. The scent of old books and warm wood lingers, wrapping you in a familiar, comforting embrace. He gently closes the heavy wooden doors behind you, their slow creak like a lullaby, signaling the end of one night's story and the promise of another. A final breath of calm. The scribe's voice, soft and steady, reaches you one last time. Let your breath slow to a peaceful rhythm. Inhale calm, exhale tension. Feel the weight of the day melt away like morning mist. Sleep now, wrapped in the quiet glow of history and dreams. You breathe deeply, sinking further into stillness. The quiet warmth of the night lingers in your chest as your mind drifts slowly toward restful sleep. Good night, dreamer. As your eyes close and the final words fade into the gentle hum of dawn, the scribe stands watch silently, his presence a gentle guardian of your dreams. The world around you fades softly to dark, leaving only the peaceful pulse of your breath and the tender promise of another night filled with stories. Sleep well, dear dreamer. Sleep deeply. Good night.